So students, as you know that this equation y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation, and the graph between x and y is a parabola. Okay, so and the condition is that a should not be equal to 0 for this to be quadratic function. So that's a quadratic function, y equals to this. So equation, you can say if this is equals to 0, then it will become an equation. Yes, students, you are able to see the board and able to listen to me. Everything is fine. Okay, thank you. So what is the simplest quadratic function or equation, you can say? Y equals to ax square is the simplest when c is equals to 0 and b equals to 0. Okay, so that's the simplest quadratic function. And what will be the graph of this quadratic function? See, the graph of this quadratic function is symmetric parabola about x-axis, about y-axis. So its graph will be symmetric parabola about y-axis. So that's your y. So about y-axis, you will have a symmetric parabola. Now, whether the parabola is this the first thing. Now, second thing is whether the parabola will be upward or downward. That will depend on the symbol of a. If a is positive, or you can say that is a greater than 0, then upward you will get to upward parabola. Okay, and if a is, students, write it down, very important notes. Okay, means a less than 0, then you will get a downward parabola. This you will need in physics. These are the basics that you need. You will have only two kind of graphs basically, quadratic and linear. Okay, so linear we know very well, but these quadratic graphs we need to know. There will be graphs about other trigonometric functions and some other functions, but these two will be very prominent. Okay, so students, this is the graph of y equals to ax square. You can see this figure, and it is passing through the origin. Okay, and if a is negative, so here a is negative, so minus a. Here a is positive, so a is greater than 0 here, and here a is less than 0, so this is downward parabola. Okay, students, now you exchange. So this graph passes through O. So third point is vertex of this graph is 0, 0. Okay, now exchange x and y. So what do we get in this equation? In this, so what do you get? X equals to a y square. Now tell me, now the symmetric parabola. So this was your y-axis, right? So it was symmetric about y-axis. Now this graph will be symmetric about x-axis. Yes or no? So again, if a is greater than 0, you will get this graph, this parabola. And if a is less than 0, then you will get this parabola. Rest of the thing, vertex 0 0 will remain the same. Okay, so for the equation, when a is positive, this will be a graph passing through the vertex. So x is equals to ay square, and a is less than 0, a is negative. Okay, students? Now, the two key terms about the parabola is, one is the vertex, okay, and the second key thing is your axis, okay, axis of parabola. So what is this? This axis of parabola, this is axis of parabola, this is axis of parabola, this is axis of parabola, okay. And here this point, what this point is your vertex, and you see it is the minimum value of the function, yes. And here this is the vertex, see this is axis, this vertex, and vertex here is your maximum value of the function. So vertex will either be maximum or the minimum. Is this clear? Here also the value of x will be minimum here, and value of x is maximum here. So axis passes through vertex, okay. So now you have four shapes of the graphs. So these shapes can be shifted like this. See, just like free vectors. So this is free. You can take it anywhere. But the shape is not going to be changed. Is this clear to everyone? Again, you can take it anywhere. Or you can take a part of it. Not necessarily you will be taking the whole. You can take a part of it, like here also you can take a part of it. Got my point, students? So they are free, but yes, you can change, if you can take a part of it. So here also, take it here, take it here, take it here, anywhere on the plane you can take. Or you can take even a part of it. Is this clear to everyone? They are free. You can take them anywhere. So now how to find the vertex of the parabola? So how to find the vertex? So if you have taken this graph, suppose here, this move here, so where is your axis? That's your axis. If you have moved it over here, where is your axis? That's your axis. Okay. So this is axis of symmetry. What is this? Axis of symmetry. So you call it this curve has, this parabolic curve has axis of symmetry. You can also call it axis of parabola. And the point of intersection of parabola and axis is vertex. So what is vertex? Intersection, yes, intersection of axis and parabola. Okay, so where do you have your axis, which divides the parabola in two similar parts? Okay, that's your axis. Got it? So if you have this full y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, if you have b not equal to 0, then the shape of this, its shape will be similar to y is equals to ax square. Is this clear? Shape will not change. Shape will remain same. Then what is the difference? What's the difference then? Here vertex was 0, 0. Sorry. Here the vertex was 0, 0. But here vertex will be not 0, 0. Okay. Here the axis of parabola, your axis was parallel to y axis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's the difference, but that's the similarity. That here also the axis will remain parallel to y axis. Okay. So you can see here vertex is changing, but your axis of symmetry remains parallel to y axis. So I hope this is clear to you, students.
Yes, sir. Clear.
And have you noted it down that this vertex is minimum here, and in this when this parabola is parabola opens down, you can write it opens down, and here you can write opens up. So when parabola opens up, so this point, this is your axis of symmetry, this point is your vertex, and that point will be your minima. Minimum value of function, minima means minimum value of y, okay, or you can say that's y, that's function. Okay, now if this parabola opens down, then axis of symmetry will divide it in two parts. It will be parallel to y axis, and this will be your vertex. So here the vertex is maxima, very good, or maximum value of y. All these concepts are very, very important. You will have all these concepts in maths also in 12th class. Okay, but to study physics of higher level, we need to know these basics. Okay, shall I move forward? Now let us see how to find the vertex. So finding vertex of parabola. So students, as you know that this is this parabola either opens up or opens down. So to find the x coordinate of the vertex of the parabola, see, once we find the x coordinate, we put the value of x over here. Yes. So once we find x, value of x, and put it over here, we will get the value of y. Isn't it? Yes or no? See, what is this coordinate? xy? Yes. What is this axis of symmetry? What is the equation of this axis of symmetry? See, if that's your suppose x-axis and that's your y-axis. That's your y-axis, that's your x-axis. So this will always be, what this line is, what this axis of symmetry? X is constant here, so x is equals to, suppose this whatever this constant, k. So x equals to k will be the equation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So find the value of x and then put it in the equation and you get the value of y also. Is this clear? So our target is to find x coordinate. So to find x coordinate, and you know how to find the x coordinate. So x coordinates will be, you know that this will always pass through this x-axis. Yes or no? Will this line always pass through x-axis or not, students?
Yes, sir. It will.
Because x of symmetry is parallel to y-axis, so it will always pass through x-axis. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what are the coordinates of this point when it is passing through x-axis? X comma 0. Very good. So let us take these points x comma 0. So what do you get? Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So from here we get the axis of symmetry, right? You get the value of x equals to k. So that's your axis of symmetry. And from axis of symmetry, we'll come to know about this value of x, that is k, and then put the value of x over here and we can find the value of y. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And you know the roots of this equation now. X equals to minus b plus minus under the root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that's the root of equation. Now you have studied in 10th class also that if parabola is touches, so there will be three possibilities. Either it will be touching, either it will be intersecting at 2 points or touching at 1 point or not touching at any point. So this has no solution. This has two solutions and this has equal roots. One solution. Remember or not? Got it, students?
Yes, sir.
So for equal solutions, what is the condition do you have? So if equal solution, this will be equals to,
0.
so equal solutions are x equals to minus b upon 2a. Yes. So the coordinate of the vertex of both the parabolas will be x equals to minus b upon 2a. एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट मिल गया ना आपको यहां पर बेटा। वाई अगर 0 पुट किया आपने तो एक्स क्या मिला आपको?
-3/2x.
हाँ, and we are considering equal solutions. पैराबोला टच कर रहा है एक्स एक्सिस को, so we are taking this situation. Suppose it is touching here or it is touching here. Okay, we are taking this situation. Got it? So to find the x coordinate, we can use this equation now. So this is your B, this is your A. So put the value of B and A over here and we'll get the x coordinate, and from that we will get the y coordinate. And if it is not touching anywhere, then by this value we will find the roots. If there are unequal roots, then find the unequal roots by this formula. Okay? There is one more thing, student, here. That suppose these are your x-axis and y-axis and this is your parabola. Okay. So these coordinates will be what? Tell me.
0, y.
Very good. 0, y. So you have y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. So what about this point? If this point lies on this equation, it means this point will satisfy this equation. Yes. If it lies on this graph, so put this point in this equation. That is the meaning of this point. So put y equals to y and x equals to 0. So you will get 0 plus 0 plus c. So y equals to c. So that's the point, students. This c is positive. It means it is cutting the y-axis at this c. And if this is minus, so then if c is minus c, then it will be, so c, this coordinate, this is your point where parabola cuts y-axis.
Okay, sir.
So parabola cuts y-axis at y equals to c at this point. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us do some one or two questions of practicing to draw the parabola. So we have the equation y is equals to minus x square plus 4x minus 1. So tell me, what is a here? Minus 1. What is b here? 4. What is c here? Minus 1. So what is the information do you have? Minus, negative, a. So it means open up. This is y here. So its axis will be symmetric to y-axis. Yes or no? Where will be your vertex? Vertex is equals to minus b upon 2a. So that's minus 4 upon 2 into minus 1. That's equals to 2. So if x equals to 2, what will be the value of y? Yes. Minus 2 square plus 4 into 2 minus 1. And that's equals to y equals to 8 minus 5. 3. सो द वर्टेक्स, तो क्या आ गया आपका वर्टेक्स? ये आपका x था, ये आपका y था, तो वर्टेक्स इज 2,3। तो ये अपना ग्राफ है। दिस इज 1 2 3 4 5 6, राइट? So this is 2. Now this is 1 2 3 4. So where is your point? 2,3. That's your point 2,3. Is this clear? Now you have to assume some more values. Tell me what c equals to. -1. So it means this graph is going to pass through this -1 point. Yes or no? Now there is symmetry, students. If here you have this axis of symmetry, x equals to, निकालना है ना बेटा? सो एक्स, तो जितना इधर होगा ये ग्राफ, लाइक 2 से इधर 1 है, -1 है, तो ये इधर भी यही होगा। तो ये दैट्स सिमेट्री, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सिमेट्री। मिरर इमेज पॉइंट्स, तो ये जो पॉइंट था ये आपका क्या था? -1, y इक्वल्स टू -1 एंड x इक्वल्स टू 0। ओके, तो यहां इसका मिरर इमेज क्या आएगी इसकी, बताना। Very good. So that is the means to this side. So to this side. Very good. Very good. So that's how we draw the graph. You can take some more points on the graph, like put x equals to 1. What will be y equals to in this equation? So -1 plus 4 -1, that's equals to 2. So you will have a point x equals to 1 and y equals to, so 1 2. So similarly you will have a point over here also. What's this point? Y will be 2. What will be x? 3,2. Very good. So these are the mirror image points. So mirror image point of 1 2 is 3 2. Mirror image point of -1 to 0 is -1 4. So that's how you can sketch the parabola. Is this okay, students? Now let us do another example. See, we have a particle now which starts with some initial velocity u and acceleration a in the direction of the motion. Both are in the direction of the motion. So you have to draw a graph depicting the variation velocity along y-axis. So velocity along y-axis and variation of displacement along x-axis. Okay, so what will be your graph? Tell me. To draw that graph, you have to find the relation between u and s. So what is the relation between u and s, students? V square is equals to u square plus 2as. This is the equation which is connecting both of them. Yes or no? So put u equals to see, u is not 0 here because it has some initial velocity. So students, there is one more form of parabola that I am teaching you with the help of this, and that form is y. You have just read that y is equals to ax square, right? Y equals to ax square. So, and so how can you can write it in another form, which is a perfect square form. Y minus k whole square is equals to 4a into x minus h. Okay, where so this form is known as vertex form. What form is this? See, you can change this form to this form. You can change this form to this form, perfect square, by making perfect squares. Okay, so you can do that. But the important point is that this is the vertex form. So what is the vertex form here? So vertex form here is, or you can also write it like uh, 4 4 minus k whole square minus this is equals to 0. That is also the same thing. Okay. So what is vertex from this form? The vertex will be kh. That is the beauty of this. That if you write it in quadratic form, then this k, it should be minus here and this h. So k and h are your vertex. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now students, tell me, if you write this equation in this form, so that's equals to, so you can take, because you need to isolate x here, right? So how can you isolate this s? You can take 2a common. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what will you get? S plus u square by 2a. Yes. Students, see, while writing vertex, we have not paid attention to one point. See, this x is with h, so x will be your h, the point with h, and the point with y will be your k. So please correct it. Students, actually here we have x plus h. Friends, this is actually your vertex form. You can forget this form. Just look at this form. Friends, just look here. Like you have this standard form y equals to ax square plus bx plus c. So this is your equation. So you can transform this equation to this vertex form. So that's the vertex form that I have written here. That y is equals to x minus h whole square plus k. See, this is also vertex form, but that's from this formula only. Okay. So like y equals to a into x minus h whole square plus k. So that will be y minus k equals to a into x minus h whole square. So a into x minus h whole square is equals to y minus k. And it has interchanged, I think, x and y. What has he done? See, it's written in some book, so I have taken it from some book, but I think this is the valid form. Uh, a into x minus h whole square plus k. So we can transform one form to another, okay? So see, now that's the meaning of your vertex form. So if this is h, my h and k, so this h and k are your vertex. Okay, students. Now let us just go back to our question that we were doing. We were drawing graph of this. We were supposed to draw the graph of this equation. So over here, so it started with some, it might start from here if you are starting from origin, or suppose you are starting from x naught. So from here or here, what you will get? So students, here if in this vertex form, if you replace y with x and y with h and x with y, if you interchange x and y, so like you are writing quite tough. So the point is, if it don't look at this, if it, means this is the standard form. So students, if what will be the value of x naught here, from where we need to start this graph? Can you tell me? This will be u square by 2a. Okay. So you can only get, because here this point u equals to 0. So putting u equals to 0, you get s is equals to v square by 2a. Right. And right now v is equals to your u. So that point will be u square by 2a. So you'll get a parabola from here. And see, this is your x-axis. This will be your, this parabola will be like this. So this part I have not drawn. That's what I was trying to change the x-axis to y-axis to reach this equation somehow, because this is the vertex like 0. So this like 0 and u square by 2a. Okay. So this is a graph of like x equals to a y square, like this. Okay. Because you can see y square, isn't it? This y is plotted here, and y is in terms of a square, and x is linear. Yes. So it will be symmetric about this linear, means degree 1. So whichever variable you have degree 1, the symmetric axis will be parallel to that axis. Yes, I have told it earlier also. So at least we have gained some knowledge. Still in the books, in certain books there are some problems, and that is why we get stuck some of the time. Okay, but still we have a lot of knowledge. Now, one more thing that we need to learn is maxima and minima. Okay, we have learned a lot of things, students. Now we are going to find what? Maxima and suppose you have a graph like this, so you have maxima over here, and if you have a graph like this, you will have minima over here. Yes. So students, see one point. First thing, what do you tell about what is common about these two?
both are parallel. Sir, the axis of curve is parallel to y-axis.
Okay, good. See, what about the slope? See, maxima and minima are the points. Okay. So at both the points, if you draw the tangent, yes. So slope is equals to 0 in both the cases. Right or wrong? Now the second thing is, see, tell me, I have discussed it earlier also. In this case, is the slope, here the slope is m equals to 1, here m equals to 0, here m equals to, here it was -1 and here it is +1. Here the slope was m equals to -1, m equals to 0, m equals to +1, right? So tell me, in case of minima, is the slope increasing or decreasing? Slope of slope. See, m is the slope. So what is the slope of slope? See, here the slope is 0. But I am asking, what about the slope? Is your slope increasing, or is your slope at this point, is your slope increasing or is it decreasing? Increasing. So slope is increasing. And here the slope is students, I have written it. See, this is +1, this positive slope, this is negative slope. So here the slope is decreasing. See, we go by logic even if we get stuck, but then we we correct ourselves quickly, right? Okay, so tell me here, what about the slope? So that's the difference. Slope is 0 at both the places, but here the slope is increasing, here the slope is decreasing. It means slope is increasing. So slope of the slope, like if you are drawing the this slope, so slope is increasing means slope of slope is positive, and slope is decreasing means slope of slope is negative. Have you got this point? Slope of slope is decreasing. See, what does this mean? Let us first find the slope. What is the slope from here to here at this point? What is happening at this point? Tell me. See, if this is x t, this is vt. Okay, let us do it like this. Okay, then we will be able to understand. Now tell me, what is the slope? Slope at this point is 0. So velocity at this point is 0. Yes, that's the point here. Agreed or not agreed? This is the slope of xt graph. Now the slope will be from this point. Here your slope was positive and it was decreasing, and now the slope is getting negative. Agreed or not agreed?
Yes, sir.
And here this is your slope. See, if it is of y is equals to x square, then here this y prime is dy by dx. We also write it like this, y prime, and that's equals to 2x. So this is the equation of, this is not y equal to x square, because y equal to x square passes through 0, but let it be a square plus b somewhat. Okay, is this clear or not clear? So have you got the meaning of slope is decreasing, slope is, and here the slope is increasing. So if you draw the graph of, again slope of it means that is acceleration time graph. Yes. So what do you get? This is a constant slope, but is this negative or positive? See the tan theta, that's the easy way out. Like here also we are trying to find the theta. Theta is in second quadrant, this is negative. Here the theta is in first quadrant, positive. Here the theta is in first quadrant, positive. Here the theta is in second quadrant, negative. Got it? So theta is in first quadrant, slope is positive. And that's the slope 2. So we get this line here as plus 2. A equals to plus 2. Agreed, students?
Yes, sir.
And here what line do you get? A equals to minus 2. So this is what I am telling, that slope of slope is negative. This is slope, and further slope of slope is negative, and in this case slope of slope is positive. So what does this mean? It means that d square y by dx square, you will get negative here in case of maxima, because slope is decreasing from maxima. That is how you reach na maxima. Maxima तभी तो पहुंचे आप जब आपका स्लोप क्या हो रहा था, कम हो रहा था, क्योंकि उसके बाद अब मैक्सिमम बाद कम होना शुरू होगा, स्लोप उससे ज्यादा नहीं बढ़े, तो इट विल बी दिस सिचुएशन, राइट? So d square y by dx square will be negative. Agreed? And here d square y by dx square is positive. Got this point, students? What is the common point among them? Slope is 0, means dy by dx is equals to 0 in both the cases. See, at this point dy by dx is 0, slope is 0 at maxima. See, what is the slope at maxima? 0. But what is the slope further here at maxima? minus 2, slope of slope. Here the slope is 0, dy by dx is equals to 0 at maxima. But what's here? A is equals to, then the slope d square y by dx square is equals to plus 2. Here d square y by dx square is at maximum minus 2. At this point I am talking only about this point, only about maxima. Am I clear? Now let us do a question based on this, and then you will better understand. Okay? Students, today this class will take little bit long because we have to complete this concept. Okay, then we have to do the questions that we were doing yesterday, 2-3 questions. So little bit more time. Is there any problem? Yes. So be with me, okay? Next 15-20 minutes. Good. Very important things we are learning, students. So we have a function x equals to 5t square. So that's the particle's position. Minus 9t plus 3. Okay. So find out the maxima. Find maximum value. Okay. So what do you get to find maxima? Dx by dt, slope will be 0 at maxima. First point you know is slope will be 0. What is the second thing? To it to be maxima, d square x by dt square must be negative. These are the two conditions for maxima. So slope will be 0. So what's the slope? 10t minus 9. Yes. So t equals to 9 by 10. So when this will be, so it will be at the maximum position. Suppose you are throwing a ball up. So it will be at the maximum position at this point. 0.9 second. Now slope is 0. So you cannot tell whether this is maxima or minima. You cannot tell from this. We know that this is either maxima or minima. Slope is 0. But now this is supposed to be negative. Okay. So double differentiation. So again differentiate it. What do you get? 10. So what does this mean, students? Is this maxima or minima?
This is minimum.
Minima, yes. Because the slope is getting positive. So see from this minima at this point, what is the change? Change is that the slope will get positive. What is the change in slope at maxima? Okay, slope is 0. But what is the change in slope? Now the slope will be negative at maxima. And at minima, the slope will be getting positive. So slope of slope is positive. So plus 10, it means that that's your minima. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So maximum position does not exist here. Only the minimum position exists here. So if we check for the limiting value, like what are the limiting values, students? See, time cannot be greater than 0, less than 0. So let the limiting value of time is t is equals to 0 on one side and t equals to infinity on other side. Yes. So when t is equals to 0, what will be the value of x? X will be 3. And when t is equals to infinity, x equals to infinity. So this graph is symmetric about symmetric parallel to x-axis. So this is your time, this is your x. So you cannot tell so it is symmetric about x-axis. So this will be your graph. So you cannot tell the maximum value of, because maximum value will keep on going. You can tell the this t is at t is equals to 9 by 10 second. That is your minima that you will get for x. And you can find this value of minima by putting x equals to 5 into 9 by 10 square minus 9 into 5, 9 into 9 by 10 plus 3. So the value of x you get from here is this x and 9, 10 will be this coordinate minima. Is this clear, students? So that's about maxima minima. If you would like to do one more question, you can do one more question. Like we have, or let us directly do the questions that we are supposed to do. Now you are better equipped today. Okay. So now let's handle this question. Okay, good. Now you have lots and lots of knowledge, and see, you will do this question not in one way but in 2 way, 3 way, 4 ways. Okay. So applying everything what we have learned in this question. Okay. So first thing, the body is at rest at x equals to 0. Okay. At t equals to 0, it started moving in the positive direction with constant acceleration. So this is the body and it is moving with constant acceleration. U is equals to 0, x equals to 0, t equals to 0. Got it? At the same instant, another body passes through this point. Okay, this x equals to 0. In the moving in the positive x direction, this is positive x direction with a constant speed. Okay. So we have another body, t is equals to 0, x equals to 0, but u is there. So this body 1, this body 2. Is this clear? So what will be the formula is s is equals to ut plus half at square. So what's the formula for this? X equals to, so at any point at time t, this position will be x1 and its position will be x2. So x1 is equals to half at square. Agreed? And what about this? Because u is there, but a is equals to 0 because u is constant. So you can write it u, you can write it v. Okay. So here the formula will be ut or vt. That's the same thing, right? Now we have to draw the graph between x1 minus x2. That is half at square minus vt. Is this clear? Okay. Now you can write, instead of this, let us write it as y. This is also at y-axis, so we can write it as y. So y is equals to half at square minus vt. Okay. Now let us find out. See, the first test that you can do is maxima or minima, right? First thing is the graph will be symmetric about y-axis. Its degree is 1. So this cannot be the graph of parabola. Symmetric about y-axis. So these three are symmetric about y-axis. Is this clear? First thing you have used y raised to the power 1. Now the second thing. What about the slope of this? dy by dx is equals to 0 for maxima or minima. That we will later find out whether this point is maxima or minima. Let us find out. So what is this dy by dx? Half into a constant 2a का क्या होगा डिफरेंशिएशन 2t and vt का क्या होगा minus v equals to 0. Yes or no? So 2 will cancel out. You get at minus v equals to 0. So you get t is equals to v by a. So you will have a point, it can be maxima, it can be minima at t equal to a. Put t equals to v by a in this value. Here you will get the value of y. Okay, so you will get 2 points, that is t comma y. Is this clear? But so this is vertex, but we don't know whether this is maxima or minima. Let us find out whether this is maxima or minima. For that we need to do double derivative. So d square, student, here it is t, not x, this is t. Okay, so d square y by dt square. Now tell me, what is this? Again differentiating this, differentiate it once more. So what do you get? A
Yes.
v0. So what is a? A is positive. It is specially written that it is moving in the positive x direction, constant acceleration. Clearly written, this A is positive. So if this is greater than 0, if this is positive, means my slope will be, so these two cases, my slope will be getting positive. So where will be this point when the slope will be getting positive after minima? So here you have getting negative slope. Slope is getting negative, but here the slope of slope will be, so this will be, this point will be, so this is greater than 0. So it means this point is what? Minima. Yes, minima. So you can see that in these two graphs you have minima, this and this. So this cannot be the graph. Is this clear, students? Now again there is one more point. See, what is A here? A is positive. Yes. So A positive means parabola opens up. Yes, that is the meaning of A positive. So again this graph is wrong, because this is not opening up, this is opening down. So देखा आपने, यहां से भी आपने बता दिया कि this graph is wrong. From here also you have told that this graph is wrong. Is this clear, students? Now let us find it further. So you have got this point as t is equals to v by a. Yes. So minima is at v by a. So is this point v by a? This can only be v by a when v is equals to 0, right? But v is not equal to 0 in this question. V is the constant. So that is why this is not possible.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Got the answer, students?
Yes, sir.
So this t equals to, here t is equals to 0. Let us look at this graph again, if you would like to look. Yes. Look at this graph again. So what it is telling you, if you are considering this as minima, yes, so minima will be at this point, t equals to 0. So if minima at t equals to 0, then it means v equals to 0, which is not in the question. So from this calculation, this is clear. Now let us move further. See, you have the put If you put y equals to 0, see here this y is equals to 0. What will be your value of t? This equation. Yes. Put y equals to 0. So means x1 minus x2 is equals to 0. That's, we are taking it at along y axis, considering it at y. So 0 is equals to 1 by 2 at square minus vt. So that's half at square is equals to vt. So t will cancel out. What do you get the value of t? Yes?
2v by 8, 2v by 8.
Very good. See students, it's very important to participate in the class. Always speak. Okay? Don't miss a chance to participate. So t is equals to v by a. Means when y is equals to 0, so your coordinates will be 2v by a time xy coordinate 2v by a and 0. So tell me, where are, see one coordinate is this, okay, but again y will be 0, means this thing will be 0, means this is going to, see it has acceleration and it has constant velocity. Remember I was telling you that this boy is running to this toy train was moving at a constant speed. Have I given you this example, if you remember? And this boy is running the train. So definitely it, because it is accelerating, so it will means this boy according to this situation it will cross this means see, this is accelerating. Here this velocity is constant, suppose 20 meter per second, and here this acceleration is suppose 1 meter per second square. So initially it will be 0, but after some time definitely it is going to pass it, because this is constant. And here the velocity is increasing. So initially, because this is moving with 20 meter per second, so it will be ahead. Yes? So x1 minus x2, still here also you can see that x2 will be more initially, isn't it? Logically thinking. So initially x2 will be more, so this will be negative. Because x2 will be more, so this will be negative. So that is why in the beginning this is negative. And then it will catch this here. Here they will catch, here it will catch when this point is 2v by a 0. This point. So this also tells you that here it is v by a and here also it is v by a. So it is symmetric at this point. V by a on this side, v by a on this side. So we don't have this point 2v by a when this will be. Yes. So even through this simple logic here, even if you don't do this thing, even with simple logic, you can tell that yes, initially x2 will be greater. So x2 will be greater, so this will be less than 0. So here this will be less than 0. Is this clear, students? Now again, so this, it has already told you that this is a minima, right? So for minima, the slope is negative before and then it's positive. So before time that we were discussing that before v by a, slope is negative. This is what we were writing. And after v by a, slope is positive. See, slope is positive. After time v by a, slope is positive, and before it time. So that's the property of a minima. So I hope with this discussion, you have all these points are clear to you. And putting so is it okay, students? So if you are interested, we can do another couple of questions, because you four people are regular, others don't. So what's your opinion, you four? What do you say? Shall we do one or two questions, or is it all for today? I think you have learned a lot of new things, and we have applied those things today. So let's finish it today, and tomorrow then we'll start. Yes, yes, yes. Just get it revised and apply it. Okay. Okay, students. Okay, thank you so much.